Have you ever heard of the Golden Age where books were the real treasure? Prepare to be amazed. This is the story of Timbuktu, not a myth, but rather a forgotten beacon of scholarship and wealth. A city whose very name has come to symbolize the middle of nowhere was once the epicenter of education and culture, standing shoulder to shoulder with its contemporaries like Athens and Baghdad. In the 15th and 16th centuries, what is now a dust-covered Sahara town was a throbbing heart of commerce and knowledge, attracting scholars, traders, and adventurers from across the then-known world. But what happened to this once vibrant city? Why did it fall off the map of cultural significance? Let us delve into the forgotten pages of history to uncover the rise and fall of Timbuktu. Imagine a bustling marketplace where camels laden with gold from the mines of West Africa trundled in alongside caravans of books and scrolls. The scent of spices filled the air, as did the sounds of dozens of languages from far-flung corners of the globe. Temples of learning like the famous Sankore University drew scholars from as wide as Egypt, Spain, and Persia, turning Timbuktu into an intellectual capital. Enter Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire from 1312 to 1337, and one of the single most influential figures in the history of West Africa. Known for his extravagant pilgrimage to Mecca, he placed Timbuktu not just on the map, but into the books of history and legend for centuries to come. His motivations were clear: to expand his influence and bring Islamic culture and scholarship back to his empire. This was the foundation on which Timbuktu's scholarly and financial golden age was built. He commissioned the construction of mosques, libraries, and universities, setting the stage for a boom in intellectual activity. However, it wasn't just wealth that made Timbuktu legendary, it was the culture of learning and documentation. Specific details, such as the thousands of manuscripts and poetry in Arabic and local languages, set Timbuktu apart even further. Stories about the famous mathematician Ahmed Baba arriving to such fanfare that, it's said, the noise drowned out even the city's lively markets. Despite this prosperity, Timbuktu faced challenges from within and without. The rise of seafaring trade routes, diminished overland caravan trade, and invasions from the Moroccan Empire in 1591 were severe blows to the city. The once thriving libraries were lost, buried beneath layers of sand and neglect, symbolizing the fall of a golden age. Today, as more and more manuscripts are rediscovered, preserved, and studied, we gain new insights, not just into the history of Timbuktu, but into the global history of scholarship and culture. Rediscovering these treasures challenges a common belief that Africa had no noteworthy historical cultures before colonialism. Timbuktu was a prime example of an African city that once led the world in learning and culture, proving that history is often more complex than we realize. So remember, tales of untold wealth aren't always found in gold and jewels. Sometimes, the treasure lies in ink and paper scattered over centuries. In closing, let this be a lesson that the sands of time may bury our stories, but they also preserve them, waiting for the moment when they will come to light and change our perspective forever.